Have you guys ever thought about what makes something your favorite? Like your favorite movie. Is your favorite movie one that you can watch all the time no matter what you're thinking or feeling? Or is it one that you had such an amazing experience with, but you don't really watch all that often because it was such a huge emotional experience, you don't always want to go through that again? From my personal experience, I've noticed that those are the two biggest camps that I see from people. The ones that love something because they can have it whenever and just love doing it, or the ones who had such a great experience with it, but they don't do it all that often. That to me is something that really fascinates me, and it's one that gets me thinking a lot about what makes things people's favorites. So which one do you use? Now let me be clear, I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong answer here. It's just a fun thought exercise that I thought was interesting and wanted to bring to you guys and hear your comments. Like, for example, I'll share some of mine with you. Movies that I can watch all the time no matter what are stuff like The Lion King, Jurassic Park, Paddington, Lord of the Rings. Well, Lord of the Rings, not all the time just because, time constraints a thing, because I refuse to watch theatrical cuts. It's extended or nothing. And yeah, no matter what I'm feeling, I could pop one of these movies on and have a great time watching this. But there are other movies that I've seen that I love them, but I don't watch them very often. Like one of them I would say is The Green Mile, or Shawshank Redemption is another great one, or Schindler's List. You know what I'm talking about. These were amazing movies that had huge messages and I love them, but I don't watch them frequently. So which one is actually your favorite? And is it consistent across other things that you like? Because I can say, for example, mine is not consistent. If you ask me about the films, I would probably lean towards the side of the ones that I can watch all the time. So I typically say The Lion King because not only is The Lion King a movie I can watch whenever, it's impacted me more on an artistic level than probably anything else that I've watched has. But when I change it to say maybe something like food, pizza is my favorite food that I can eat all the time, wherever I am. I don't care how bad a pizza place is, I've never had a bad pizza. But the highest culinary experience I've ever had as far as what I think just the greatest food in the world is barbecue. Now when I say barbecue, I don't mean food that you cook on a grill, I mean smoked meats. Texas-style barbecue, St. Louis-style barbecue, Kansas City, the Carolina style, you name it. If it's true barbecue, I'm there for it. But yeah, true barbecue, I have never had any food in my life that I like better. But, as I just stated, I'm very picky about what I constitute as barbecue and what is true great barbecue to me. Especially moving out to California. There's a lot of places that claim that they're barbecue, but I've only found a couple that I would say, yes, that's true barbecue. Most of it's not. And as much as I love barbecue, I don't eat it all that often just because it is very rich and there's a lot of flavors there and it can be a lot. But pizza, any day of the week, I'm happy to eat a slice. But when it comes to food, I would probably pick barbecue over pizza. So I'm not really consistent within my own views of what I find to be my favorite. I kind of go by a kind of personal bias. Out of those two, which do I want to be the favorite more? And I want barbecue to be the favorite more than pizza. I love pizza. It's one of my comfort foods. I'm always going to enjoy it. But I have such a high love for barbecue that I just can't not say it's my favorite. And going back to films, even though I had such a great experience with The Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption, I love The Lion King and Paddington. And I feel like those are better representations of who I am and how I think and feel on a creative level than something like Green Mile and Shawshank. Although they are incredible, that fits me more. So yeah, eating barbecue while watching Paddington or The Lion King, that is the making of a great day for me. Or even go into video games, that's another great example. Ones I can play anytime, whenever, probably like banjo-kazooie, some of the Mario games. But then on the other side, you got like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Last of Us. These are amazing games, but they're so long! These aren't games that I typically say, I want to replay these, because I'm like, oh, that's another like 60 hours of my life I'm dedicating, but Banjo-Kazooie I can get through real quick, so I've replayed that game probably about 5 or 6 times. And the Mario games are usually not too long either. Some of them can be, but some of them aren't. So I usually lean towards Banjo-Kazooie, so I realize I'm kind of a mismatch, and I think most of it will probably boil down to my personal preference and my personal bias of which one I want to be the one to win. That doesn't mean that I love these any less. That just means this is gonna get the title. In the end, do the titles even really matter? So I don't know, I just thought this was a really fun thought experiment, so let me know in the comments. Are you guys more on the comfort food side, or are you on the gourmet side, or are you like me that you're kind of a mismatch of both? Just kind of depends on what it is. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!